Hello everybody, it's Miss Caroline here. I'm your reading ranger and I've got a great book to read you. It's got monsters in it, it's got adventure in it, it's got danger in it, especially from these creatures. But before I read it, I want to tell you that if you watch any of my videos, Miss Caroline's videos, you can ask your adult to make a note in your learning log because it counts towards your reading. And soon you will be a bronze, silver, gold or even platinum reader. So if you read this, please tell your adult to write a note in your learning log. Okay, right, we're going to start the story. It's called Do Not Enter the Monster Zoo. And it's by Amy Sparks and Sarah Ogilvie. And it makes me laugh, this book. Do not enter the Monster Zoo. Don't enter it. Don't laugh. Do not enter the Monster Zoo. One day, imagine my surprise to find that I had won a prize. A note came in the post to say, "You can run the zoo today." Well, I grabbed my bike, so keen to go, and pedalled quickly down the road. I whizzed through woods past hills so green to the strangest zoo I had ever seen. Can you see the animals peeping through the windows? Have a good look. The keeper beamed and skipped to me. He rubbed his hands so gleefully. "Please clean the cages, feed the beasts. They get quite cross without their feasts." "Oh dear," he said, "I have a hunch. The Squirgle hasn't had its lunch. It chews and chomps a lot and gobbles children on the spot. So if you see it, do take care. Its tummy rumbles, so beware." Can you see a picture of the Squirgle? There. Oh dear. "I cannot stop, I must away, hooray, today's my holiday." Then off he sprinted with a grin. I turned the key and tiptoed in. Can you see what he's carrying? Mop, bucket, sweeping brush, key. My jaw hit the floor, my eyes popped wide. I couldn't believe the mess inside. Can you look at that picture and see what a mess it is? What mess can you see? And how many monsters can you see? Have you counted up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see 10 monsters? There might be even more. The naughty creatures stole my hat. Where's the hat gone? My broom became their cricket bat. And what are they knocking into the air? What's that? And when I went to clean the floor, they kicked and flicked and smashed the door. They scrambled high, rolled on the ground, they howled and yowled and raced around. Their hooves flung dung, and with their paws they bent the trees and banged on doors. Now, if I'd been left to run this zoo, but I'd been left to run this zoo, what on earth was I to do? I took my broom, replaced my hat, and loudly said, "Enough of that!" I grabbed the growling Grimblegraw, when from his huge and hairy jaws there came a frightening roar. His head was proud. He looked quite... His head was high. He looked quite proud, until I roared back twice as loud. That shocked him, didn't it? I tracked the dangling dingleby. Can you see him? Which couldn't hide as well as me. I found the morph, split up the quees, and caught the humple in the trees. I jumped up on the purple gurps. I learned to duck their fiery burps. How many heads has the purple gurps got? Can you see? It's not just one head, is it? I rode till they could run no more. They slumped back home and shut their door. I fed the beasts, they munched and crunched. I wish that I had time for lunch. Can you see them all munching the food? A flying flump leapt from a tree, but he couldn't jump as fast as me. The furry furbles tickled my nose. I'm glad they have such ticklish toes. But then, among the squawks and chirps, the fiery burps of the purple gurps, I heard a rumbly tummy gurgle. Now, who was it who was dangerous and had a rumbly tummy? Uh-oh. Then I saw the scary Squirgle. It licked its lips quite hungrily, but I just smiled and said, "You see, Squirgles are afraid of me. Served with chips, they're really yum." And Squirgle, that gurgle, came from my tum. Uh-oh. The Squirgle is really worried because he can hear the gurgle coming from the child's tummy. And look, all the other monsters, they love their new keeper. And they're brushing and getting the Squirgle ready. Let's see what happens. Just then, the keeper reappeared. He looked more peaceful, calm and cheered. "They're good as gold," the keeper puzzled. Squirgle purred and Furbles nuzzled. "Yes," I said, and passed the key. I soon showed them the boss was me. The keeper stared, mouth open wide. I waved goodbye and began to ride. I whizzed past hills and through the wood. I think today was rather good. Next day, imagine my surprise to find I'd won another prize. "You've won first place. Well done to you." Oh, please come back and run the zoo. Can you see who's come to ask him to come back? All of the monsters, they've come together to tell him to come back because they liked him being the keeper. And that's the end of that lovely story. Don't forget, now you've listened to the story, you can make a note in your learning log, and soon you'll be a bronze, silver or gold or even platinum reader. Go for it then. Bye. Bye.